Violence in these neighborhoods, it just got out of control. I mean, whether it's carjackings, murders, reckless shootings, like all that type of stuff, they got out of hand.
A lot of times you can be adept with what is really happening in our communities. It's layers. You know, you got generational trauma, you got injustice, right? You have homelessness. A lot of these people dealing with traumas because they just don't have the means to be able to take care of their homes.
I've talked to kids recently to ask them, like, why are you doing this? You know, what's going on? Why do you feel you have to do this? And I'm hungry. My mother doesn't care. You know, and it's just things like that. I don't have anywhere to sleep. So, you know, I don't think that they realize what the really bigger issue is when it's coming to this crime now.
We have operated too long in our city from a deficit standpoint, whereas we're waiting for government to come save us. We're gonna go work with the people we feel like we need to work with in order to change the trajectory of not just their lives, but the high rises in homicides that we see in our city right now.
We are members of the community who were once a part of the problem, and we have decided to since become violence interrupters to help now be a part of the solution.
We are hope dealers. We're changing and saving lives. We're networking. We're bringing unity to the community, building relationships and bonds, and ultimate goal is violence prevention.
But people lost over gun violence, you wouldn't have enough fingers to count, you know, in terms of how this work can impact you, which is why you'll hear us keep saying heal the healers.
The moment I was told to attend Peace Academy, I wasn't ready then. At that time, I was dealing with my own trauma from losing my own son, grieving as well.
Big deal for me. I lost my son, maybe it's going on 6 years, I believe. Hard for me to talk about him, but I regret the way I raised him.
People always use the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. And, you know, most people would think that that would be your internal village and your family, but it's some people who don't have that internal village or the family that can assist them with that.
And he was a part of the streets. I taught him, you know, and I taught my baby brother and my other brothers and my sisters. And I'm not proud of it, but that's all I knew.
I relate in that way. I've been one of those kids, so I would like to be the support that they can have to move forward.
You know, I didn't know trauma. I didn't know. I didn't know what it was like to have to face these issues. But now I clearly understand that we got some trauma that we got to work through.
We wanted to get more therapists. We wanted to bring in folks that we knew had the licensures that could provide the services that we wanted to provide, and we did that.
Well, Peace Academy most definitely lived up to my expectations in a lot of ways. Like I said, giving me safe space, giving me a vision as well. Also helping me through my trauma and how to deal with my children's trauma, the main goal.
I don't really know what I expected to get. I did know that I would get new skills like we're doing with the CBT and different things like that, but I didn't know I would be in here doing collaboration for grants with some of my new, which I would call brothers and sisters, of Peace Academy. So
I wasn't expecting to be working on myself. When we come through the doors, we thinking that we coming out, you know, to learn how to help others. You do not know that you're going to work on yourself more before you even get to that part.
I've seen it where they've come in and be like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? Could we get together? And I've seen, you know, mediations form through Peace Academy.
What the data will never show is the homicide that didn't happen. We're gonna continue to be able to count the ones that happen, but a violence interrupter has the unique skill set of being able to say person A and B, don't do this. You gotta have tools in your pocket that you're able to use, and that's what a lot of what the Peace Academy provides them as they go out here and do this impactful work.
We can intervene and give them intervention all day, but when you don't give them aftercare to help them, you know, become regular members of society, then this is what our youth become.
Give them opportunities and places where they can go and feel comfortable in a safe space. You see what I'm saying? So as violence interrupters, that's our job. We ain't no 9 to 5. It's 24/7 right now.
And the fact that they're out here doing this work without a gun, without a bulletproof vest, but they don't have life insurance, they don't have medical benefits. All those inequities, they start to shine. And that's part of the fight, making sure that this is respected as a profession.
You put your life on the line, because you always gonna have the knuckleheads that don't want to listen. But at the end of the day, if it's one of them out of a group of 10 that listen.
A lot of the resources and information that is being given is needed, not only for violence interrupters and people who are credible messengers or outreach workers and change makers in the city, but also for the people who are dealing with the causes and having the ripple effect of having these experiences on a regular basis.
This is the step before the police, because we gonna know information that the police don't have. You get what I'm saying? So we'll be able to nip it in the bud before they even get in cuffs, before somebody loses a life. You know what I mean? So that's more important than anything to me.
I've never seen or felt like this before in my life, where I believe I can find a way to help.
I learned so much within 4 weeks already, and I got how many more weeks to go? I got 9 more weeks, so I know by the time I finish it within these 9 weeks, I'm gonna be unstoppable. 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 Unstoppable.